sleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My city depended on me, that's on G.O.D. Grew up watching my mom become what daddy couldn't be. I ball like MLB, these Bottega boots ain't cheap. My car ain't got no key, I push the start to start my week. I'm in this photo, pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go-getter. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo, pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, get it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this, wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking, but we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Gonna tell a friend to tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I'm at the scene, I won't leave anything, you won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the doubters, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Had it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history, fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here now to get us started is Logan Cook, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Quickly to the air is Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes two to tango.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
Throwing on second and long. Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes that are going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Burrow. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The Bengals at 11-2 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From midfield now, Burrow. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he fires one incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And it's a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yeah, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with ETN. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. ETN up the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. We're scoreless after 1.
Ready, break.
They bring a tight end in motion left. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hey, exit.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll drop this one off with Etienne. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Throwing again on second down. Lawrence. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
I'm ready.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hey, block. Hey.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Powers through him. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time,
no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Lawrence. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Lawrence on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Mixon with a first down carry. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Here we go.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Burrow will throw. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set up a terrific field position, but 3 points in the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe-Awuzie with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. From the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, hold it.
Lawrence will throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10 now from the 27. They go play action now. Lawrence. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They go play action with Lawrence. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. First and 10. Now Burrow on first down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Now Burrow. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Here we go, here we go.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield and fell incomplete.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On third down, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is going to have the Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Lawrence. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on second down, Lawrence. He'll get this off to Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Push through, baby. Let's do this. Go on, boy. Let's go. Here we go.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Bengals take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Got it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Lawrence. And now here's another interception. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it. Pick a play, any play. They're not going to rule it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mike Hill. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. This is caught, it's Boyd. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow finds Mixon near the sideline. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his 1st catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Eric Ebron from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now, or win that. And now here's another interception. Daxton Hill picks it off, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confident as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Completing it here, Marvin Jones. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, tape. 11 MT, stop.
Burrow will throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
I'm ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And, Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and bottom line is protect the football. Just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points. That doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Second and 10 now. It's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk finding room at midfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 50 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Hey, Orbit! Hey, let's go!
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this run of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Lawrence will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacement.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. McPherson's kick is good. So Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Etienne once more. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
I'm ready.
A shotgun snap and again the ETN. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And this one too low. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense. Just really trying to complete domination on
Let's go. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince. Just let the record show that I said I'm coming for everything. I am the prince. You seen it making of a star, they hear my name and remember me. I am the prince of all time. Said I'm coming for everything. You good, but to be great,